Nick, welcome back to some more Opolis Incorporated. We are back and, Nick, bigger than ever.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Yes, we have just expanded our base, and the people watching on YouTube won't actually know, Isaac, in the actual episode itself, because we did this off episode, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, this was a live stream exclusive, man. We did some base building. Can you believe it? They said it couldn't be done, man, but here we are.
And here it is, Isaac, here it is. Built very, very safely over the cliff, Isaac, that has extreme structural integrity. It's perfectly safe. Don't worry about any sagging or anything like that. I was watching a Netflix documentary yesterday on the Ocean Gate submarine, and this is the one that imploded a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
and just how every safety critical warning from any engineer was basically just ignored, cast aside. They were fired.
That's how you do it, man. If they don't give you the answers you want, you move on.
you move them on. Yeah,
that's what I do to my.
Who will agree with you?
That's what I do to my doctor every time.
Confirmation bias. Yeah. He's telling you, oh no, your hand's falling off. Stop, putting your hand in an open flame. And Isaac's like, nah, I'm firing. I'm going to go to a different doctor.
I need to find a doctor who's going to tell me I'm fire resistant. That's what I need.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're right. We built a new area over here, and we did think it looked quite nice to have kind of this little bit of the base kind of protruding out over the edge. We've yet to build the scaffolding structure underneath that's going to allow us to actually hold the building up. So currently it's a little bit of an anomaly, but we used, the destruction gadget, right?
That's right.
To kind of clear out a big area. And I've also done a bit more destruction gadgeting over here, Nick, to make this look a little bit nicer between episodes as well, because this was looking a bit bad. This thing's pretty nifty, man. You just kind of hold G, and then you can specify the kind of cuboidal area using the left, down, upright, etc. kind of controls, and then you just right click on a space, and it just deletes all the blocks in that space. Now you don't get those blocks back, so it is, just a quick, clear out a bunch of space kind of tool. But it works surprisingly well, and me and you were using our building gadgets and exchanging gadgets and whatnot to kind of quickly build out this little new area here, man.
Yeah, we smashed this out quite quickly. It was really good. So we've got lots of space now to work with, Isaac.
Correct, yes.
And the good thing is that here, in this room that we're in right now, we had to dig out a whole underground, Isaac. If we want an underground room here, well, Isaac, it's already completely open. It's perfect.
Yeah, there was definitely a learning curve when it came to the destruction gadget.
No, yeah, don't worry. Yeah, it's a very, very good foundation here, Isaac.
took a few attempts to figure out how the different coordinate directions work.
Not make it go so deep.
Yeah, but we figured it out, man. We figured it out. So we have a couple of things that we can work on, man. I do think that we could probably do with moving a few things into the new room. For example, I don't love this vertical pillar of mechanism machines that we just have along the back wall of our base. I was thinking maybe we could move some of that over.
And the AE ones on the left, the AE tower.
Yeah, and on the right, there's some on both sides, right? I think this could do some work, man. Also, kind of alongside that, we could maybe look, Nick, at investing in some applied energistics to autocrafting. Right, if we put some pattern providers on top of these mechanism machines, we could look at, autocrafting with those machines and also doing just some generic A2 autocrafting as well, right? The only thing that is going to be kind of the thorn in our side, Nick, for AE2 expansion is, of course, the channels system.
Yes, that's right. So we bought the controller, didn't we? So from what I remember from back in the day, from any side of an AE2 controller, you can have either 8 or 16 channels. One of the
8 or 32.
8 or 32, right. And what is it in this pack? Is it...
Oh, so the way it works, man, if you use the regular Fluix glass cable, you get access to 8 channels per side. If you upgrade to dense cable, you get access to 32 channels per side. So there's an upgraded cable, but each dense cable requires 4 Fluix cable crafted with wool to make that dense cable.
Right, okay.
But you can,
and then I assume,
for example, kind of pull off the controller with the dense cable, and then you can connect the Fluix cable to the dense cable and pull from there, if that makes sense.
Okay, it's like actual networking then, basically.
Correct.
They want me to do real, actual, symbolic of real life things, Isaac, and I'm not happy. All right.
The good news, man, is we have all of these new machines here from Extended AE, right? The crystal assembler and the circuit slice and dice and all that kind of stuff. And so getting
very useful.
A lot of circuits and stuff should be fairly straightforward. There's also, man, I forget that it's been so long since you've used AE2 that like AE2's way of doing things is going to be kind of like newfangled to you, man.
I have no idea what I'm doing,
I know,
Isaac, even less so than usual, right? I've got no clue what to do here. I don't even know what I'm looking for,
where to
like
begin.
In terms of crafters. Yeah, like is it called a crafter? Like refined storage?
Yeah, there's no crafter, right?
Okay.
What you're looking for is the pattern provider. The pattern provider kind of acts like the crafter, right? From refined storage. Again, it's kind of like refined storage, but more complex, right? Is what we're going to go through here. So you need the pattern provider. We also need to get a pattern terminal as well. If we could kind of muster one of those, it's called a pattern encoding terminal. That's going to allow us to encode patterns to allow that to work. I am currently, Nick, whipping up some more circuits over here. I've actually not tinkered with the new crystal assembler and circuit slicer over here, but it's good stuff, man.
It's so good. Yeah, no, it's so good. It's like proper game changer. You don't need bucks, man, to get stuff out, and they're so quick and they do things in batches. It's really nice.
Power, Nick, is our problem, right? Power is our biggest problem. You know what I was thinking between episodes, though, man? How would you feel about taking down these wind turbines and like just actually placing them in the ocean? Build like an offshore wind farm.
Offshore wind farm. Yeah. That's quite a good idea, actually. Yeah.
Crazy.
We can ruin the ocean. We can ruin our view, Isaac. We can ruin our view. It'll be great.
We're probably going to generate slightly less power per thing, like per wind generator, because it's lower. Yeah.
Yes.
But they'll be out of the way, man. Right?
Yeah. I'm sure that it'll be all right, man. It'll be all right.
It'll be fine. Go on.
I noticed there's also an ME extended pattern provider from Extended AE, so I do wonder how that like differs.
I think it's just more pattern slots. Kind of like the upgraded crafters from refined storage, I think is how that works. The good news, man, is that these wind turbines, and also I guess the associated solar panels, are just power books, right? And power books, the basic variety, are just made with either coal, charcoal, or redstone. And man, look inside of this redstone drawer here, man. Our redstone duplication system has been chugging and firing on all cylinders. We got so much redstone, man, that I can probably make just a staggering number of turbines.
Okay, that is very good indeed. That is excellent. Oh yeah, we've got a lot. We things are looking good on the old metals and gems front. Then I guess.
Yeah, we're doing okay, Nick. There's definitely still some work to be done, and I do still think that it's probably going to be a good idea for us to get like more systems in place that potentially use the cloches and seeds, right? For example, like diamond seeds would be nice. And we did make gold seeds, but then I've not used them. I've ended up using just the old method for gold. But I do think there's probably room in our lives, Nick, for more cloches. Do you think you've got room in your life for more cloches, man?
I think so. Yeah, I've got room for some cloches, Isaac. Yeah, I could probably fit a cloche or 6 in my.
Do you have any cloches?
I don't have any cloches.
Right.
No, I don't even have the like the domes that you can put on. Like serving plates for food.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about when I say cloche. I'm not thinking about some kind of like plant growing kind of stupid mechanism.
So some kind of stupid thing. Yeah. No, I'm unfortunately I don't have any cloches, Isaac.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm disappointed to.
We need to rectify that, man.
I know, right?
We need to get you some cloches so that you can. How else, man? Do you hide and then present your food to guests and yourself
to guests?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't spoiler. They're just getting spoilered, man. We need to give them a spoiler alert.
Okay, I am going to, Nick, go ahead here, and right now we're using the quantum entangler porter to send power to the miner. I did move the miner back, by the way, so the digital miner is back in the overworld now. It's no longer in the nether. Yeah. However, I'm going to take this quantum entangler porter and not use it for this purpose. We should make another one, which I will do at some point. But for now, I've made more wind turbines, Nick, and I'm going to go set my solar farm up in the middle of nowhere. You've got the pattern terminal, I see. Do you have any pattern providers?
I do. I have a pattern provider, Isaac.
Okay, so how do we want to start here? Do you want to start with autocrafting one of these machines, or would you like to start with the ability to kind of like generically autocraft stuff? Like, for example, do we want to teach it how to make the pattern providers?
Yeah, I would like to teach it how to generically autocraft stuff, and then we can move on to machine automation afterwards, I think.
At a later date. Okay, so the bad news for you, Nick, is that unlike with refined storage, you can't just put the pattern provider down and use it as a crafter.
Ah, right.
Right? That doesn't work. What we can do is we can go ahead and grab some Fluix cable here. We can put down the pattern provider, like next to this cable.
Yeah. There you go.
And then next to this is where you put these molecular assemblers, like this.
Oh, right. Gosh, look, it looks like a cheap speaker that I bought on AliExpress that has like water features inside it.
Is it the RGB that's doing that for you?
It's the RGB that's doing it. Oh dear.
The next thing, man, is that you can't just encode a pattern and put it in here. That does work. However, so for example, we could teach it in the pattern provider. I could encode the pattern for the pattern provider, encode, and then you can whack that in the pattern provider, like that. You'll see it's in there now. And then we can do the same thing with like the annihilation cores, and let's say the formation cores, and the regular crafting tables, right? So that's like all of the parts for making the pattern provider, right? But if you now go into the crafting terminal, Nick, and type in pattern provider, it's there, and there's a little plus. You can click on it, and you can click next. But when you go to click start, it says no crafting CPUs are available.
Right, okay.
So if you type in crafting into JEI, there are these crafting storage blocks.
Right, 1K crafting storage, 4K crafting storage, etc., etc.
Exactly. So to start with, we just need a 1K crafting storage because we're only going to do small crafts. Essentially, if you go back to the pattern provider and click next on it.
Yes, let me do that next. Yes.
You'll see at the top, this craft needs 106 bytes.
And that will use 106 bytes out of is it 1,000 bytes,
it doesn't,
I assume?
Yeah, it's like capacity-wise. So if you click cancel here and you change it to 10 and click next, that uses 326. So it doesn't go up like exponentially, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
But then if I wanted to request 1,000, it requires 24,000 bytes. So at that point, a 1K crafting storage wouldn't be able to do the craft. Right, we would need a bigger crafting storage to do the craft. It's basically, you need the crafting storage. It holds all of the items involved in the craft before the craft is done, right? And so the bigger the craft, or the more complex the craft, or the more things it has to hold, the larger the crafting CPU you need. The good news is that the crafting CPU is a multi-block, and so you can put down like multiple 1K crafting storage blocks next to each other. Do you have the 1K crafting storage, or?
I do not. Let me whip that up, Isaac. Here we go. Let me do this.
The wind generators, like mildly submerged in the water? Like, does the bottom of the wind generator want to be under the water so that you don't see the cable, man, is what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. So I assume you'd maybe want these like 2 blocks under the water so that the cable isn't like on the surface of the water, if that makes sense.
The cable goes right at the bottom of the turbine, right?
Yes.
Oh, but you don't want to be able to see it on the surface.
I don't want to see. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like even if it's one below the surface, you don't want to be able to see it like at all.
So maybe like, but will 2 below the surface? Will that look silly?
Well, I've gone down, man. I've got 2 below the surface.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Do I also like? Again, it's completely unnecessary. But do I want to spread these out in such a way that they don't clip their own wings?
Ooh, I mean that now you're asking some hard questions. Isaac, all right. I mean, come on now. Oh dear.
Yeah, no, they look fine, man. They look fine. They produce 47 FE, which is not loads, but it's not terrible. Could be worse.
That's not too bad. No, that's not too bad.
This is definitely not like, so if people are watching this is definitely not the most optimal way of producing power by any stretch of the imagination. I think there are much better ways of producing power that are actually available to us already, but I think this is going to look interesting, man.
Oh, yeah. No, I like it, actually. The 2 submerged.
Yeah. What do you think to this as well? I'm going to kind of like put some in front and offset them.
Yeah. That's good. Like a crisscross pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, and then of course I'll get rid of this like deep slit that I'm using as my guiding tool currently. Good. Okay.
Perfect.
How is the 1K crafting storage going?
I have a 1K crafting storage,
Nice.
Isaac. Here it is.
So we do have to bear in mind, of course, that, and this is where, first of all, this kind of facade is less useful. And it's also where smart cable comes into being quite useful, actually. ME smart cable is just regular Fluix cable, but it is able to show you how many channels are being used currently.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, for example, if I were to... where is our... Do we have an enrichment chamber? Oh, we do. It's right here. That's where the glow is.
Yeah, we do. I keep missing this as well. I look down the entire row, like one by one, thinking, no, we do have one somewhere, and then I forget that it's on the right.
So here, man, if you look at that Fluix cable at the bottom, you'll see 6 out of 8 channels are being used.
Yes. Okay.
So currently that's fine. That's 1 for each ME crafting terminal. There's 3 there. There's 1 for the storage bus. That's 4. There's 1 for the ME drive. That's 5. And then over here, it's the pattern provider that does it. The molecular assembler doesn't require a channel.
Okay. Cool.
It just requires power. So we'll move all this around, but for now, if you put this down just next to this, again, it can go anywhere on the network so long as it's connected to the controller. That's going to take us up to 7 of 8 channels. But now, if you went to request a pattern provider, we might be missing some logic processors. In fact, I have some in my inventory. But if you go to request one pattern provider, it should have everything it takes to make it, and it should use this crafting CPU.
It's done it. It's made it.
Oh,
excellent.
Nice.
It's very quick. It's very quick.
Can we do another one? Is that are they all that available?
I've made a lot of logic processors, so maybe. So let's go for like, can I make 4? Yo,
and look at this. You can see it in here being made.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And you can put acceleration cards in this to make that even faster.
Okay, that's good. There it is, 4. So I've got 5 molecular assemblers.
Do you like the little notification you get in the top right of your screen, man? Do you see the little pop-up that was like, crafting complete?
Let me look out for that. I'm going to request one more. Here we go. Start.
Okay. I believe you get like an in-world pop-up. No?
No notification. I'm on silent mode. I'm on do not disturb, apparently.
Hold on, let me try. Oh, I also got no pop-up. Jeez, what? It normally pops up. Gosh.
The end. This is why refined storage is better.
Yeah.
For this reason only.
Well, Nick, the good news now, though, is that, of course, we can do like the exact same thing with other machinery. So with the machinery here, we can like have our machine. You can put the pattern provider on it like this. I always do one of these to make it point down, like you just right-click on the top.
Okay.
I've been told that's sometimes not necessary, but I think it makes it more reliable. And then you can put patterns in here, and with the mechanism machines in particular, these, if you go to the side configuration tab on the left and you set the top to purple, input and output, and turn auto eject on, it's now able to both receive the input item and then push the output item back up, and pushing the item back up will return it to the system.
Oh, okay. So unlike refined storage, this doesn't need a importer.
Exactly. See, man, it's way better. Okay, refined storage, who?
I'm a bit more convinced now, all right? I'm a bit more convinced.
Okay. So I guess, man, the thing is, do we want to move some of our mechanism machines over? And by the way, also, one thing you can do over here is you can do stuff like this to give this access to more patterns.
Okay.
And then we'll use the same molecular assembler.
Okay.
Right?
So it's like pattern providers are basically the number of recipes you can automate. Molecular assembler is the number of things you can craft in parallel / basically the speed of auto crafting.
Correct.
Is that effectively what this is?
You can also do like this, right? And give the pattern provider access to both molecular assemblers, at which point it will utilize both of these, I think, in the making of the recipe. And in theory, you could kind of fully surround one of these, right, with molecular assemblers. Once you get to a certain point, the good news, man, as well, is that 82, like the new version, has like a full guide built in. If you hover over the pattern provider, you'll see you can hold G to get like the actual, like, just like a full-on guide as to how this works.
Oh my God. Yeah, look at this. All right, then.
And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, actually, it shows you like this little cluster that uses a bunch of pattern providers with a bunch of molecular assemblers.
Yeah, I see this. So this is like an optimal, cluster configuration for auto crafting, basically.
Right.
Okay.
And you'll see here it says this has exactly 8 providers, the maximum amount of channels that can be routed through a single assembler. So this is set up in such a way that you can run one cable to one of the providers, and all of the rest of them will connect through each other and it'll be fine.
Okay, that's cool.
Because you can, like 82 channels, you get 8 with the Fluix cable, you get 32 with the dense cable, but you can, of course, connect things together without cable. Like, for example, we could just put this, like, right here, and then that will all connect through.
Yeah.
But connecting through machines also limits you to 8 channels. So if we wanted to put all of our mechanism machines next to each other, we can only do 8 kind of touching like this before we would have to leave a gap and put another cable in.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, so you can, there's also another little wrinkle in that if you want to kind of fully surround a pattern provider with molecular assemblers, then you need what are known as crafting co-processing units. These decrease like the tick time that the craft takes, like they increase the speed of the craft, allowing the pattern provider to use even more molecular assemblers. By default, if we were to surround this with like 6 molecular assemblers, it wouldn't use all 6 of them because it's not going fast enough. But that's a future problem, Nick, that we don't need to worry about at this moment in time. What we need to worry about is, where are we going to put our mechanism machines? Are we going to move them into here? And then I guess we're going to have to make some dense cable to run over into that room so that we can kind of connect all of the AE2 stuff up, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think let's do that then.
Okay. Do you want to move the mechanism machines over?
I will do that. Yeah, let me move them over. I'll go bottom to top. Here we go.
Okay.
So let's go. How many machines do we have?
We need like glowstone seeds or something, man. Like, because are we currently getting glowstone from the Nether? Is that like how we're doing it? We're like manually going over like a
that's correct. Yeah.
Jeez.
That's how I've been getting glowstone anyway.
Right. Unfortunately, there's no glowstone ore, right? And so unlike redstone, we can't just like loop it indefinitely, right? To get the stuff we want.
Exactly. And is glowstone seedage, is it easy to get from glowstone seeds to glowstone?
Ooh, that's a good question, actually. Glowstone essence. Yeah, it's just a straight craft, man.
Oh, that's all right then. Yeah, let's do that.
So we just need 4 glowstone, 4 tertium, and 1 prosperity seed base, and we're glowstoning up.
I think we should have all of those things, apart from maybe the essence, but that shouldn't be too hard either.
I think a lot of Inferium has been coming in, man, with the crafter. We've got 470 Inferium, and we actually already have 60 tertium essence, man. We got way more than we need.
Oh, yeah, that was me last episode. I remember making all of that. I think I just upcrafted all of our Inferium at the time to, tertium, and I was like, yeah, this will do. This will be useful at some future point.
Okay. I'm teaching, man. I'm teaching.
Okay, cool. Good. So I've got these mechanism machines down. Let me dig a hole. Do we want for cables?
How have you put these down? Oh, I see.
Do you want to? You thinking you want to leave these here, or do you want to move them one? No, you don't need to move them one forward. Actually,
no, it should be fine. It should just be a case of. No, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's all good. Yeah. And I'm assuming you want this enriching factory as well, kind of over to symmetricize this like this.
Yes, perfect. There you go. Nice.
We can also, of course, do the same thing, and it might even be worth, even more so, automating the circuit slicer and the crystal assembler first.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea,
so that we can, request more, pattern providers and dense cable and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, I have taught the system to make dense cable, so I think if I go and, shear a bunch of these sheep, which is actually useful that we have here, man, we should be able to run a dense cable kind of like all the way along into that room to give us access to 32 channels over there, and then we can pull off that dense cable with the Fluix cable.
Okay, excellent. That is good.
Let me see. Can I make like 20 dense cable? God, no, we need way more wool, man. Jeez.
Really?
Yeah, well, so it's one dense cable, right, is made with 4 covered ME cable, and each covered ME cable requires 1 wool. So it's 4 wool per dense cable. So if you want 20 dense cable, you need 80 wool, right? And we currently have 43 wool.
All right, well, I'll get my shears out then.
I've already sheared them, man. They're naked.
It's all right. Some of them have grown back. Don't worry. Luckily, they've got the fast growers, Isaac. I've only got another 12 though, which I assume won't. It gets like 3 more dense cables.
The summoning block here, right? And we can kind of shear them, and you get 3, and then you can put the wool back in or grow another sheep, and then you can shear him, and you get more back than you put in. It costs 1 wool to make a sheep, and you get more wool back from that sheep.
Right, okay.
It might be worth, taking a sword there, man, because otherwise we're going to end up with we're going to get overrun.
We're going to have a rabbit problem. All right, well, free food at least.
Which is probably not for the best,
Oh, God.
At least not in my opinion. If I do...
All right.
I kind of want to do small tunnel, but I don't want to do such a long small tunnel. I want to dig out I'm gonna do the whole small tunnel. It's not the best, but it's fine because I want to use the facades, man, to cover up the dense cable as they go over into the other area. One thing we were talking about, man, when we were doing our base work, right? We were talking about, or you were talking about, I guess, the fact that it doesn't look great that we have so many torches down around.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fact that we need that, right?
I'm also not a fan of that. One thing I did notice in the JEI, man, is that Mechanism adds, like, glowing plastic blocks. They're not called glowing plastic blocks. They are called white glow plastic blocks. If you type in glow plastic...
let's have a look.
There's a possibility that we could kind of incorporate these, and I'm assuming they act like lamps.
Oh.
The problem is they require HDPE to make.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, I see this. Yeah, which is that whole bloody thing.
You know, it requires
right?
HDPE pellets, we need substrate and liquid ethene, yeah, and then we need biofuel and hydrogen. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay, all right. Fine.
Alternatively, of course, we do have actually, right, I did make the glowstone spray can from Ben a little while back, right? And so anything from the Opolis mod is glowable, right? And so if we could agree on, let me get some stone here. There might be some thing we can do, okay? Did you kill some sheep, or have they, oh no, they've moved? We opened a gate. I see what's happened here. Oh, geez. You clicked too quickly, man. You clicked too quick. I don't know why there's a gate here, but there's a gate between the horse area and the sheep area, and this gate opened, and they've freely mingled, man.
Look at this.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Come on, get back in here, you damn sheep. All right.
Okay, so this, oh yeah, no, we've not even, oh gosh, I forgot we had a hallway. That's 20. It didn't get me very far at all.
Oh no.
Oh jeez. Oh boy.
That doesn't feel like 20.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we get when we build a big base, man. You know, we've
20
decided
quid doesn't go as far these days, man.
It doesn't,
Jeez.
man, it doesn't. I think that's the price of a Freddo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. God, I remember when it used to be 18 quid, man.
Yeah.
No, back in the day. Now it's 20. Damn VAT.
Jeez. VAT.
Cool. Okay. Let me whip up one of these friggin' code processing units. Let's see what we can do here. So, just need an engineering processor.
Someone also suggested that we might be able to use glowstone on a framed block. Let me see if this works. If I do this, and do I have to put this down first? Like if I do, I'll try it over here where it's already dark. If I do this, and then, yo, that works. Okay. Things are looking up. Someone's outbend Ben here, man.
Yo.
Now, whether or not the connected texture is going to work. So if you come over here, man, right? Let's see. So let's framed block, right? Make it look like the rest of the blocks, then right-click it with glowstone. Yo.
So it's framed blocks a Ben?
No, framed blocks is not a Ben. That's what I'm saying. Someone's outbend Ben, right?
Oh wow! So this is like one of the only things where we can spray them that isn't a Ben block.
No, sorry. So the framed block doesn't work with the glowstone spray. The framed block works with just a piece of glowstone.
Oh, sure.
You right-click a piece of glowstone onto it, and it lights it up like it were glowstone.
Oh, right. So that's just a feature of the framed blocks mod. Okay, that's cool. That's probably the
solution. Yeah,
because I assume that these are very cheap. These framed cubes.
4 planks and 4 sticks makes you 4 framed cubes, Nick.
Okay, that's good. Now the unfortunate thing is the glowstone isn't as cheap.
Correct.
But we can seed it up, can't we? To
bingo. In fact, you know what, Nick? I'm going to do it right now.
Good, nice.
Just for you, I will do it right this second.
Thanks, man.
Your wish is my fulfillment of your wish.
Thanks, man. That's the saying.
That's the saying.
That's the saying.
You make a wish, man, when you blow out birthday candles.
Yeah. I wish I'll make it to the next birthday with the birthday cake, Isaac.
Fair enough.
1 year further.
You like birthday cake?
Let's go. I do like a bit of birthday cake.
What's your go-to? Yeah. Are you like a chocolate cake guy? You like a
chocolate, man? Yeah. Chocolate. It was my dad's birthday recently.
Oh yeah.
So I ordered a cake, and it was this chocolate and raspberry cake. And I was like, raspberry and chocolate. Not so sure about the combination. Bloody delicious, man. It was so good. It was so good. I loved it. The only thing is this cake was like 50 quid and it was very small.
Yeah, I mean...
It was very small.
It's expensive to make cakes, man, these days, you know?
Yeah, it was so small that I thought they'd sent the wrong size and I sent a complaint. And they were like, no, it's meant to be 7 inches in diameter. I even sent them a photo of my hand next to the cake and my hand.
Whoa. But you sent them an email complaining before you like checked the order to see if it like mentioned the size of the cake?
The packaging of the cake suggested that it was a different size.
I see. Right.
It had like here's how to slice it, and it had less slices.
Oh,
so I was like, well, this is obviously a mistake. And the cake was small. So I had I sent a photo of my hand and the cake. Now, mind, I do have quite big hands. But my hand was the same diameter as the cake, like stretched out.
I see. So you got like a 7-inch diameter hand, right?
The guy replies and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but actually we package these in the same, like both the small and the medium we package in the same package." He was like, check the site. The medium is also 7 inches. The medium is 7 inches.
Right.
And I went online and in my like extreme rush to buy this cake, it was indeed stated under a drop-down menu, mind, that the medium was indeed 7 inches, Isaac. And the small, which I didn't order, was 5 inches. Oh. And I was thinking...
Did you want a large?
Damn. I needed a large.
Right,
I needed a large, man.
Right. Gosh.
And I was disappointed. And I was like, I just decided to blame it on my mum.
What was the price increase on the large?
There was no large. This is the thing, Isaac.
Like medium was the biggest,
large, but there was no large. The medium was the biggest. Yeah.
I see.
Otherwise, I would have definitely ordered the large, I think, even though I was under the impression that medium would have been enough.
I see. Well,
yeah.
Lesson learned, man.
Lesson learned, man. Yeah, I blamed it on my mum for asking me 2 days before to sort the cake out. Not giving me enough time to go and look at different options.
How much nicer does this look, man, in here?
This is way better, man. Right? This is so clean.
Yeah.
This is so clean.
No, I much prefer it, actually.
Yeah, this is good. Yes, okay.
Also, like me and you have talked about it before, but for those who don't know, you can also use this framed. You can use these framed cubes to make a bunch of different things. Like, for example, you can make framed stairs like this. We might end up using these somewhere, man, because we still yet don't have a roof, right? And so there's the possibility, like for us, that we do something like this, maybe kind of around the trim at the top. Right? Do you see me? Or you're getting more sheep?
Oh, sure. Okay.
And then we could, you can texture that kind of like either. Like this, and make it look like the rest of the base, or we could even, there's probably a way. Is there like a wrench from, I know you can break the blocks here to get the thing back, but I was hoping there's some kind of, there is a framed wrench. Hold on. I'm assuming I can use that to kind of pop the texture off. Oops, no, that just rotates it. Hold on. What if I... Oh, okay, fine. Hold on. Jeez. What if I... I'll just break them. Or there's also the option of kind of mirroring our bottom level and doing something like this around the top.
I think if we want to add this sconce or whatever the word is, there is a word for this, I forget the word. I would like the building to be one taller.
I understand
so that there's a one block gap between the bottom of the thingy here, this kind of the ceiling skirting and the glass windows. But I think that does look nice.
Cool.
That does.
I wonder if it works. You know what? I'm gonna push the framed blocks mod to its limit here.
Okay.
I do not expect this to work. What I'm gonna try putting a piece of glass in the middle and seeing if that connects and seeing if that can glow.
Oh, okay, all right.
Like I want to break this.
All right.
Put the frame block here.
This is the end of the series because the server does irreparable damage.
Light it up. Yo!
No!
S-tier mod, look at that.
Ben! Where's these features at, Ben? Yeah, look at that camo clear leaded glass. That's so good. Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, S-tier mod indeed.
That is actually incredible.
Crap.
Not only has it pulled a connected texture from a different mod, but it's and works
it's like
perfectly.
Framed it, it's put a bloody glowstone in there and it's lit up the area.
Wow.
Oh my goodness me.
Apparently as well I can put the framed texture in my offhand, and then when I put the cube down, look at that as well. Oh, Nick, look at this.
This is very good.
Like you break the block, and then if you're holding the glass in your offhand, when you put the cube down, it does it
automatically. The glowstone in. Oh,
look at that. Wow.
Mod of the year
right there, actually. Nick and Isaac's mod of the year 2025.
Where's this at, Ben? Come on.
This is where Ben makes the framed blocks mod.
yeah.
Okay, fine. How are we? I'm getting more wool, man.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I've got a co-processing unit. Can I just sandwich these between the two molecular assemblers, or does this have to go somewhere specific?
So it goes on the CPU, man.
It goes on the CPU.
Like
Okay.
it makes the CPU. You can put it on top or something like over here. It goes on the crafting storage.
The storage.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And that makes it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It connects.
It didn't connect for me. Hold on, let me see if it. I'm having some weird. There you go. Is that connected for you?
Yes, it took like a second, but now it is. Yeah.
I was having the same kind of weird issue like I did last time where the cable didn't connect. For me, the top block had the connected texture and the bottom block didn't have the connected texture.
I see.
Very odd, indeed. But let me see here. If I go for more, first of all, sheep seeds, are they a thing? Can I make wool? They must be a thing.
Yes, they are a
seeds,
thing.
but they need
assume
they need the soul jar with sheep.
Is that?
It might be doable, man.
That should be fine, right? Because we've got a ton of mutton, right?
Yeah.
And you just need some. You need the soul extractor, right? Which is just some.
Oh, we don't need the soul extractor.
Stuff.
I think what we need, man. I think what you can do is, I see what you're saying. You're saying the soul extractor to put like wool into the soul jar. I think if you get a soul jar and if you make a solium dagger, you can just kill sheep and you get like, because you'll see if you hover over the soul jar, it says sheep 0 out of 8. Raw mutton gives you 0.5, so you could use 16 raw mutton instead of killing 8 sheep. But if we get a solium dagger and kill 8 sheep, I think you can fill up the jars, yeah.
Okay, so I need 4 soul jars and I need a solium dagger, basically. Let me see what I can do. Do we have solium?
We should, I think, after last episode, if I'm not mistaken.
Cool. Yeah, I think we should be all right here.
Okay. Gosh, we're really kind of bouncing around here, man.
I know, right? I'm all over the place, man.
Right.
I'm feeling just damn all over the place. I need what do I need here? I need soul stone to make.
Oh yeah, look at this. It's using them at the same time.
Hey, nice. Okay,
Nice.
That's good.
Gosh, you need to teach us how to make acceleration cards, man, so we can make that even faster.
Yeah, you know what? That's one of the first things I thought. Okay, I need soul dust, which is soul stone. Do we have soul dust?
Yes. Is that not solium? Is that different? Oh, good. Okay.
No, soul dust is different, but we have soul stone, so that's fine.
Nice. Okay. We also have. Oh, did you make these solium ingots?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Nice. And of course, man, we can use these facades here to cover up the dense cable, which is why I've put it so awkwardly kind of like in the floor. So we can do this and just kind of cover it all up, which I think is going to be nice.
Since we put the mechanism machines down and there's no power connected to them, I'm going to have to resort to old furnacing temporarily here.
I'm so sorry, Nick. I do apologize profusely.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Right. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Feeling a bit queasy.
I'm so sorry, Nick. I'm so sorry.
My face is getting... You know when you open an oven that's like you've been on for like 2 hours and you get absolutely blasted in the face with just heat?
Right.
This is
the
what
machines
I'm feeling.
are back online, man, okay? The machines are back online.
Okay, that's... You've forgiven
Please forgive me. Okay. They're back online in a what is arguably a temporary fashion, but they are back online. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. No, this is fine. This will get me my solium for my soul stuff.
Okay.
What mod is this from? It's from Mystical Agriculture.
Yeah, it's homegrown.
I guess that makes sense, basically.
Do you have the pattern providers, by the way?
I do have the pattern providers, yeah.
Could you put them just on top of the mechanism machines, actually?
Yes, let me do that. Let's go. Crushing. Yeah, I think we've got enough for all of these, don't we?
Yeah,
there we go.
And then I'll just do like, oh, whoops, not what I want to do. I want to do this, point them all down. Nice.
Lovely.
Good.
Man, do we have I did have a little look earlier. I can't tell if I think I just looked and then kind of stopped looking. Do we have like wireless crafting terminals?
We should do, man.
Do you reckon we do? Okay.
Wireless, there's a wireless universe. Yeah, there's a wireless crafting terminal, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely doable.
Is it going to need me to start up a Starlink network or something to get it to work, Isaac? Because it supplies logistics.
So. I think it's just you need a wireless access point, maybe some range boosters. They call it booster cards, and the crafting terminal itself. You no longer like back in the day, man. I don't know if you remember. You needed to have a freaking MI5 level 10 security clearance from the security terminal to make it.
Yeah, this is what I remember, man.
That is no longer. It's been removed, Nick.
Okay, good. They've came to their senses, Isaac.
Yes,
is what you're saying. Okay, so I'll get on that after I've done all this
this
sheep seed stuff. Okay. Yeah, let me get on this first.
Okay, so what have we got here? I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 multiplied by 47 is quick maths.
14 multiplied by 47 is 470 plus 94 times 2, 188. 470 plus 188 is 658.
That's bang on, correct? Yeah, well done.
Nice. There you go.
That is exactly what we have, man. We got 658 redstone flux per tick being generated. Is our current throughput. Okay.
Excellent. I can do math sometimes.
I like it, man. I like it. Who needs a calculator?
Can do math sometimes. All right. Well, I've got my soulium dagger and my soul jars. So if I grab some wool, I can.
Is everything okay?
Oh, the ME system is out of power.
Okay, that's a feature, not a bug. Hold on.
There are loose connections somewhere.
Well, I moved the energy cube is the thing to power the mechanism machines.
Oh, that's why it was temporary. I see.
Yeah. Well, okay, fine. Hold on. Let me get down the let me get down this quantum entangler porter. First things first. Like, let me put this. I assume like in the water like that. Okay, and you can receive power from the top, right? Yes. Okay. All right, that's gaining power, which is good. So, power is coming in. However, the power... I need to run some cable. Okay, I'll bring the A2 system back online first, because that's obviously...
Lovely, thank you.
You don't need wall though, man.
No, but I need to kill sheep, right?
Oh, I
to
see.
Get
And
my
you don't want to kill the
jar.
ones that we already have, is what you're saying.
No, I need to kill 32 of them. I don't even think we have 32, to be honest. So...
Oh, that's fair. Okay, the system is back online, man.
Started. Okay, cool. Thank you. So,
you're welcome.
One thing as well, I'm just, with the sheep generator here.
Yes.
Some people have been saying that we should use uranium blocks instead of obsidian as our speed enhancer.
Quite possibly. I've not checked the... Let me have a look. Summoning block. So the best block I know is like... let me have a look. Can I type in speed? Or like obsidian? Let me have a look here. Because somewhere in JEI it does tell me a list. Yeah, so uranium blocks are 85 ticks down from 100 ticks. It would make it almost 1 second faster. It goes from 5 seconds to 4.25 seconds.
That is quite compelling for the sheep generator. I can't
I think we could do like sapphire or ruby though, actually. That would be even better. That takes out to 80 ticks. Signalum, netherite, lumium. Yeah, we don't have nether stars or beacons. Let me have a look. So I think we do have some of those gems. Like, do I have a ruby? We do have 4 rubies. Can I do this? No. Okay, what about sapphire? Nope. And then peridot. We've got loads of peridots, actually. So if I do this, and I put this in here, we can effectively shave... Yeah, I've shaved 1 second, Nick, off the sheep production speed.
Good,
okay?
Isaac. This is the efficiency gains that we need,
okay.
All right?
It's all marginal improvements. That's all you need.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Let me chuck loads of wool in here. No, it does definitely feel a little bit faster.
Could you imagine if I didn't change it and it's all placebo?
yeah, it's a pure placebo effect. Yeah.
I should have told you it was twice as fast, man.
Yeah, you should have. I would have been here like, wow, my life has changed. Faster. My life has changed.
Placebos are weird, right?
Placebo is a very weird thing, man. Like, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that are kind of wild, man. It's kind of like mass hysteria, right? When people like...
Mass hysteria is wild.
Crazy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so fascinated by stories like that. Like the one back in the day where everyone started dancing.
Right?
Yeah, and then they just, danced to death, like they cooked themselves.
I think there's a similar one for like illnesses, right? There's like a thing where, there's one of them where people see people being ill and then like they think they have the illness. Especially if they if you tell them it's like an infectious illness, people will start to exhibit symptoms as if they have it, even though they don't have it, and it's wild.
Yeah,
man.
it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, mass hysteria is a crazy thing.
Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna do some awkwardness, Nick, but it's gonna work. Okay.
Okay.
The awkwardness is just my choice of where to run the power cable around the base. I'm running the power cable in the walls of the base. What do you think about ice cream cake, Nick? Linking it back to the beginning of the cake.
Is that where like instead of like buttercream, they've got ice cream like in between like the layers?
I think it's usually ice cream. I think it's on the inside. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've had ice cream cake.
It's not like the icing.
I don't think so.
It's like the bit in the sandwich, right? The where the buttercream usually is.
Ice cream cake. Yeah, if you Google it, man, you'll see ice cream cake here. It's kind of using ice cream it's kind of using like ice cream in the middle. It's like there's a bit of cake and then there's a lot of ice cream by the looks of it. And then...
Oh my God, this looks like it's gonna... I mean, the reason I don't eat ice cream is because I get brain freeze, man. This looks like it's like the ultimate brain freeze, like, you know, it's just going to end me, Isaac.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What do you think about this, man? So over here, I've run the universal pipe.
Oh, I see what you mean, right.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this.
Nice, yeah, that's good. That works.
And
so that means, I guess, you can embed it in the wall, and then you're going to connect them straight behind the mechanism machines. I assume that's why you're doing that. That sounds good.
Yeah, everything just needs to be connected together is all.
Cool. I need a Solium seed base. Hopefully that's not too difficult. No, that's very easy. And then I just need some Prudentium essence, which I think is fine. Yeah. Right, let me go and make a sheep seed, man.
Yo,
I don't have to kill sheep anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 soldier, 2 soldier, 3 soldier, 4 soldier, and then Solium seed base, make the thing. And... oh yeah, this one took a minute. Sheep seeds!
Nice.
So, are you in need of wool actively here? Shall I swap glowstone for sheep seeds?
Yes, you can swap glowstone for sheep seeds. We also don't need,
let me do that.
So, I mean, like, we should also, you know, there's a lot of things we need to teach. We should teach our system how to make cloches. The good news, man, is that 8 glowstone essence makes 12 glowstone dust. So we've got loads of glowstone now. Glowstone
that's cool.
No longer a problem for us.
I also need specifically Prudentium farmland. I'm kind of annoyed that you need a specific farmland and not like just that farmland or any higher tier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Because I understand, you know, them wanting to lock it behind a better tier, but then surely just allow every tier above that, right?
You'd think so.
To require it. But okay, fine. Let me make some Prudentium farmlands.
Okay. I'm assuming we don't have a lot of wool then. Oh, we got 55. Okay. I can make some more dense cable. We're actually pretty close here. And also now, I think, finally, Nick, everything is back online. Like, power is solved.
Okay, we're cooking.
Yes. And we're backing up on power as well, I think, which is good.
Okay, nice. Excellent. Right. I'm going to have a look at wireless crafting terminals, man. Here we go. So
okay. And the wall seeds are online? Oh, they are online. Nice. You get 6 per 8. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yo, and this only takes 4 seconds. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. It's nice. It's real good.
I do wonder...
So...
oh, go on.
So I need, obviously, the wireless crafting terminals, and then you said I need range
wireless
booster.
So you need the wireless access point is how we actually connect.
Access point. Oh, yeah, look at that. That looks a lot more powerful than the refined storage wireless access point. Little grey and blue knob. Okay. And then I need range add-on, range booster,
I think. Yeah, it's called a wireless booster.
Here we go, wireless booster.
You shouldn't need too many of those. The default range is 16, which covers a lot of our base, to be fair. And then I believe it goes up exponentially the more wireless boosters you have.
Oh, cool. Okay, that is better than refined storage.
Yeah, and like you can put in loads. Like 64 will cover a massive area. Again, unlike refined storage, which is good.
Cool. Right, let me get on this then.
Man, we finally have enough dense cable.
Nice.
Again, the sheep seeds were not strictly necessary, but they are going to come in useful, later on down the line for making just like more of this, right?
Yeah, exactly. Would have been useful for the trades, to be honest, like the wool trade earlier on. Oh, well. Oh,
phantoms.
Gosh, the phantoms are about.
Whoop. Okay, I'll sleep. Man, I'm going crazy with these facades. There is actually a wrench from the mod here that allows us to see through. Here you go, man. If I give you this.
Let's have a look.
If you just right-click with that.
Oh, wow.
You can see all of the facaded cables. So you can see where things are and where, they're going to be. Like over here, I'm doing this in such a way that we're going to hide this cable that connects these up. I'm going to do like this, kind of cover that up so you don't see any of the flux cable going into the pattern providers.
I like the ding it makes as well.
Yeah, right?
Ding, 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 ding.
Just rapidly right-click it, man.
Oh, yeah.
You can get a real ding dong going there, man. Oh man, it's gonna be so nice. Like little things here, man. Like the ability to, I want to teach like the crusher to turn well, first of all, we don't have any cobblestone. I'm going to go ahead and connect up our drawers downstairs for cobblestone and stone so that we can use those. But I want to teach the crusher to turn like cobble into gravel, gravel into sand, and sand into, and then smelt sand into glass so that we can just like request glass. Because not being able to have glass is horrendous, man.
Yes,
so real quick,
that sounds good.
Linking tool. How far are you away from that terminal, man?
I am not far. Here we go. Let me just pop this one into existence.
Because the clock's working against you here, man.
Here we go. I've got them. I've not got the other things, but I've got I've got the wireless crafting terminals, man.
The other things I think are actually easy, man. To be fair.
Yeah, it's just here we go. In fact, for now, I can just make the thingy, can't I? Oh, I'm out of Fluix.
Yo, here we go. We should have loads of Fluix essence, yeah.
All right, I've got it. I've got the wireless access point.
Nice.
So I'm assuming I can just chuck this somewhere, like,
correct.
I don't know.
Right on top of the middle.
Oh,
gosh, yeah. Again, bearing in mind it does use a channel, but that's fine. We have channels. Yep, okay, that's the 8th channel.
Yeah. We've got 2 wireless crafting terminals.
So
we have to
put those in
right-click.
the access point. There's a little thing on the right.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Oops.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it.
There we go. There's one. I think that one I might have accidentally thrown without connecting.
Oh, it says linked.
You chuck that through. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Good.
And then we just got to charge these, right?
Yeah, so
Charger job.
Our charging situation is currently a little haphazard. It's out here, man. There's an energy cube out back down here.
Ah, okay.
If you put it in the plus slot, that will charge. Yeah. Look at that. Nice. Whack it in there, man. Yeah, good.
And give it some juice.
And so this does have the same option, by the way. If you go options, controls, keybinds, and type in wireless, there is the option to open wireless terminal. We'll bind that to Z, my favorite. And then you can put it in the curios slot, man. Oh, there's only one curios slot. And right now mine's being used for the backpack. I forgot I had a backpack entirely, but I'll get rid of that. We've not made the feeding upgrade, man. We should have done that.
That's true.
Ago. There's only one curios slot? That's crazy, Ben. Anyway, it works, man.
Nice.
Look at
Excellent.
this. I'll sort by number of items, descending. Yeah, good. Look at that. Beautiful. So, did you make any wireless boosters, or is that like...
No, I will get on that in due course.
Okay.
They are
the old super
boosters.
easy, man. It's just ender dust, Fluix dust, so it's what's an iron. It's super straightforward. To be fair, again, we've got 16 blocks of range. Like here is where it like kind of caps out currently.
Okay, like the edge of this room.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So we need a bit more, but that's fine. So we've got, I feel like we got a lot done in this episode, man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
this is good, man. We got auto crafting, like the basis of auto crafting done. Got dense cables. Got all of these machines moved. Like we've got offshore wind started.
We do have offshore wind.
Good.
Yeah, look at what do you think of offshore wind, man?
Yeah, it's looking good. I like it.
It definitely needs some kind of disconnecting like this in terms of the deep slate, making it look a little nicer. But
yes.
But it's doing it. And I believe now that all of these are connected, all of these pattern providers, man. They're all online. We made enough dense cable. If you ding with your wrench, you'll see all of the cable in the floor here. It runs all the way along. I'm also thinking that we should maybe move our, pattern providers into here as well. Right? Kind of put them on this side of the room, maybe?
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah.
But, Nick, that is a problem for future Nick and future Isaac because, alas, we are out of time for this episode of Opolis Inc.